And so the key here truly is to be intentional, like intentionally leave your business on a regular basis, come back and see what broke and fix what broke. I mean, it kind of sounds simple, but it's the truth, you know? And even better, like don't just fix it, but now identify these areas and these systems. Maybe it's a system you can build. Maybe it's better training for existing team members. Maybe it's a process that you need to install into your company. Maybe you need to hire someone to prevent the break from happening next time, right? And it's not always a full time person. Maybe it's someone who's there on standby or can fill in. And this is one of those reasons why I'm such a proponent of growing your business because you'll see there's different levels. Okay. When you first start your business and you don't have a lot of overhead, it's kind of fun because you don't have to feed the beast yet. And like all the money comes to you, right? Then when you like make your first couple hires and you realize that like you do need help because you want to provide better customer service when you get those jobs and you want to get them done faster, then all of a sudden it gets a little bit more difficult because you don't get to keep all that money, right? And it's a little bit harder. And so I'm a big fan of getting to that level of your business where you have redundancy built in. And here's what I mean by that is like instead of just having one installer, get two. Instead of having one install team, get two install teams. Instead of having one lighting designer, get two. Instead of having one person in the office, get two. And I'm telling you guys, it's just easier when you get to that phase because when you're not there, and I would say that happens at about over $1 million a year in revenue. When you're not there, guess what? When your office manager needs to take a vacation or gets sick or quits, like you're back to being office manager, right? When your installer has to take a vacation or gets sick or quits, you're back to installer, right? And so it becomes very, very difficult because you think you're free from these things, but you're just one person away from being back in that role. So I'm a big proponent of growing to that point of redundancy so that you're not having to be the fill-in person if something like that happens. And in most cases, it's not a matter of if, it's when. And so, you look at these larger organizations, they have a lot of redundancy and they seem to have things um, run more seamlessly, right? And so maybe today you can only leave for an hour. I remember there was times like that for me.